Social media and self-worth. Raising confident children in a culture of likes, filter, and FOMO. FOMO is the fear of missing out. Hello, intentional parents. Welcome to the Parenting Talk Show with Coach Ayooluwa. My name is Ayooluwa Adedeji. I am your host. I am the founder and I am the lead consultant at the Modern Family Focus. And today we are unpacking the silent yet powerful struggle that many children and teenagers in particular, are facing, even if they don't say it loud, even if they don't share it with anyone. This is a powerful but silent struggle that teenagers, are dealing with. And it is comparison trap. Comparison trap. That painful internal voice saying, I am not good enough. I am not liked. I don't look like them. I can't do what they are doing. My life is not as exciting as their lives. And in the age of social media, that voice is louder than ever. In this era of social media, that voice of I'm not good enough, my life is not as exciting as others. This voice is louder than ever. This class is about helping you, the parent, to become your child's emotional anchor and truth teller in a world of highlights reels, videos, social medias. So this session is to empower you, the parent, to become the truth teller, the emotional anchor for your children. Because if you don't tell your children where their true worth comes from, the world will sell them a lie. And trust me, the world is not nice. So you need to teach your children, let them know where their true worth comes from. And that is what this session is all about. Thank you for joining me once again on the Parenting Talk Show with Coach Ayooluwa. If you are joining me for the first time, you're welcome. Thank you for joining me every Sunday by 2 p.m. We are live on Facebook talking about parenting, learning parenting. I love to teach parenting. And like I always say, whenever you see me on your screen, just know that I want to talk about parenting. I want to encourage you to parent with intention. I want to equip you with skills and strategies that you need to raise balanced children. And if you have been joining me on this show, you're welcome. Thank you for always joining me. And I want to encourage you not to just be the hearer, but to also be the doer of the word. Whatever thing you are hearing, you are learning from this show, it is not enough to sit down, to watch, to listen. No. Put those things into practice. Put things in perspective. And that is why you will see the result in your parenting journey. So let's talk about the hidden power of social media. The hidden power of social media. Let's talk about what social media does to a child's heart and mind. For the past 3-4 weeks, I've been talking about digital devices, raising digitally wise children, equipping children to be able to think, to choose, and to discern in the era of screen. So today we are going deeper. Just as we do every time on this session. Each session we move a bit forward. Each session we go deeper. So let's talk about what the social media does to a child's mind and heart. Constant comparison to filtered lives. Constant comparison. By the way, let me say this hard truth. I know that what I'm about to say is not for everybody, but it's for many that cares to listen. If your child is under 18 years, your child has no business on social media. Let me say it again. If your child is below 18 years, the best thing you can do to your child, the best favor you can do to your child is to not allow your child to be on social media is to take away screen from your children. If you have not watched the past episodes that we have had on this session on digital devices, managing screen time, you can go to my YouTube channel. The videos are there. You watch it and you will learn and you will understand what I am saying better. If your child is below age 18, your child has no business on social media. On social media, yes. Let's move on. So maybe by the time we are done with this session, you understand why I'm emphasizing on this. So, constant comparison to filtered lives. Children see other children, their counterparts, their friends, their mates on social media, and they are comparing themselves. Oh, this person is doing this. This person is wearing this, and I'm not able to do this. My parents can't even provide this for me. Forgetting that no one, or maybe not many, let me not say no one, not many people will bring their down times, down moments into social media. Almost everybody bring their filtered lives into social media. So, but because of the way teens' brains are wired, they have not been able to develop that skill to actually think critically and analyze things in a better perspective, comparison setting. And I'm even saying this for teenagers, even some adults. Yes, even some adults still compares their life with social media lifestyle, their friends' social media lifestyle. I've been talking about the family digital master plan. If you are yet to get your copy, you are missing out. It's available on my seller store. You can get a copy. It will help you to put your digital system in place for your family. One part of our family digital master plan is that social media lifestyle is not our standard. Yes, and we have been able to communicate that to our children. Social media lifestyle is not our standard. For all we care, you can post Ferrari on your social media platform. You can snap picture, you are in the plane. You are in Dubai today. Tomorrow you are in America. Next tomorrow you are in South Africa. It's not our standard. It's not our standard. And that's why I keep saying it. If you don't have your digital master plan put in place for your children, you are exposing them to what they shouldn't be exposed to. So, teenagers constantly compare themselves with their counterpart that they see on social media to filtered lives. Number 2, validation through likes and comments. When they make posts and they don't get they don't get comments, engagement, they begin to feel, oh, nobody is seeing me, nobody is commenting on my post. They seek validation through likes and comments. One thing that we need to teach our children is that their lives are more important than the likes and the comments on social media. So this social media makes them to seek for validation through likes, through comments, even though if those likes and comments are not real. The fear of missing out, FOMO. Fear of missing out, FOMO. That's what social media does to a child's heart and mind. Then online popularity, which they interpret to be self-worth. Remember, we are talking about social media and self-worth. Raising confident children in a culture of light and filter. So online popularity, they feel that once you are popular online, that's your self-worth, that's what you want. So they want to see themselves being popular. Adetono, thank you for joining me. I see you, I recognize you. So online popularity, those are the things that social media does to a child's mind and a child's heart. I said constant comparison to filter lives. Even people that they are better than. Sometimes we see people that we even supposed to pity. We are envying them on social media. I know someone who doesn't even have a car, but we go behind every car and snap picture and post it. We go to swimming pool, snap picture and post it. And other people who are even doing better might likely see those pictures and feel and be comparing themselves. So social media, that's what social media does to our children. Comparison to filter lives, validation through likes and comments, fear of missing out. Oh, I don't want to miss out. Let me not miss out. What my friends are doing, I need to do that too. And online popularity. They see online popularity and self-worth. And you and I know that online popularity doesn't actually translate to self-worth. Doesn't actually translate to self-worth. And that is why I said that we need to teach our children that they are more important than the likes and the comments they receive on social media. So what children don't always realize is that people only post their best moments. Like I said, not many people will come out when they are down, Not many people will do that. Most people will come out during their best times, when they are happy, when they are well dressed, when they are looking good. That's when they come out to show themselves on social media. All things being equal, you won't see someone who is in his or her downtime coming to social media to express him or herself, to show him or herself. No, not many people will do that. So children don't always realize that most things that they see on social media, they are filtered. They are not real. They are filtered. They don't realize that filters and edits distort reality. When you see some people on social media and you meet them in real life, you will wonder and you be like, is this the same person I'm seeing? That is filter and edit. After editing, children cannot realize that now. Especially if you have not been grooming your children about digital devices, about how to use, social media responsibly. Viral doesn't mean valuable. Viral doesn't mean valuable. There's currently a trending issue now about a TikToker who posts an application on his on his page, who is seeking to employ a master's degree holder to be holding camera, willing to pay 500,000 naira. That's what's happening on social media. Virality, being viral, being known on social media doesn't mean valuable. It doesn't. It doesn't translate to valuable. But children don't understand this. Children don't understand it. They don't understand that social media shows you the scene, not the story. Please take note of this. Children don't understand that social media shows you the scene, not the story. And that's why I said earlier that if your child is below age 18, your child have no business on social media. Your child have no business on social media. If your child is below age 18, even at age 18, your child should be able to know what and what not to do on social media. All right. So your child might be smiling on the outside but struggling on the inside with silent feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, or self-doubt. These are the things that social media does to our children. When we expose them to social media early and unguided. So we need to watch this. So let's move on to signs your child is caught in the comparison trap. I'm talking about comparison now. What are the signs? What are the things that will tell you that your child is in that trap, that comparison trap? That your child has, due to his exposure to social media, has caught up in that trap. Number one thing is that these are the red flags that you should look out for. Obsessing over likes, comments, and followers. When your child is obsessed, obsessed. Nobody likes my post. Nobody is commenting on my post. Nobody is following me and all that. Just know that your child has been caught up in that trap. And after this session, one of the things you should do, if your child is already on social media, if your child who is below age 18 is on social media, is to take that child away, sit that child down, and equip that child with skills and tools that your child needs to navigate social media responsibly. If your child has not been trained, has not been equipped with social media skills, social media will mess up the sanity of your child. And if your child is above age 18 and is already on social media, if you have not equipped your children, you might need to sit that child down, no matter the age. No matter the age, and start from somewhere. Frequently comparing themselves to peers or influencers. That is a red flag that your child has been caught up in comparison trap. Low mood and scrolling online, timeless scrolling online, just online, from TikTok to Instagram to YouTube to Facebook and all that. Frequent comparison. Oh, see this person, see my friend, see my classmates, see what my classmates is doing. Frequently comparing themselves to peers or influencers. Low mood after scrolling online. When you, in fact, this is, if your child has gotten to this stage, just know that there's fire on the mountain and you need to run. Just know. When your child start withdrawing after scrolling online, and unfortunately they don't say all these things out. That's why as parents we need to be very, very intentional and sensitive. So when your child is withdrawing after scrolling on social media, after using social media, your child is having low mood, just know that your child has been caught in that comparison trap. Body dissatisfaction or sudden insecurity. Oh, my body is not fine again. Oh, I want to look slimmer. I want to look fatter. I want to do this. I want my skin to be lighter. I want, all those body dissatisfaction. Things that your child will not normally say or do. That means that your child has been caught up in a comparison trap. Withdrawal or mood swings linked to online interactions. Withdrawal or mood swings linked to online interaction. So you need to ask your child gently, how do you feel after using Instagram or TikTok? No matter how old your child is. If your child is still a teenager from age 19 to mid 2025, when your child uses social media, once in a while, ask, how do you feel after using Instagram, after using TikTok, after Facebook? How do you feel? Can you share with me? Do you feel like life doesn't measure up, that your life doesn't measure up? Ask these questions. Ask them. From that conversation, you can be able to know their state of mind. Yes. Don't just leave your children. Don't just leave them. Even if you have a child who is in mid-20s, yes. A child in mid-20s is still prone to mistakes. Why? Because the prefrontal cortex, the section of the brain that is responsible for decision making, for impulse control, is not yet fully developed. Yes. That part of the brain fully develops at from mid to late 20s. Yes, from 26, mid 25 to 30. That's when that section of the brain develops fully. So if you still have a child from age 18, 19 to like 26, 27, 28, they are still children. You still need to guide them. You still need to equip them. Don't just leave them on social media. Why? Because the danger that the social media is doing to our children, even to adults, if not properly used, is more than the good that is doing to them. So let's talk about building worth from within. Your child doesn't just need less screen time, they need more soul truth. Like I said last week and about 2 weeks ago, that digital wisdom, I talked about digital wisdom last week, that digital wisdom is not about taking your children away from screen. No. It's about formation. It's about formation. So your child doesn't need to need less screen time. Don't say because coach is saying we should take our children away from screen, and so my child should not use screen. I will take the TV away. I will take the television away, social media and all that. No, it's not about that. It's about building the soul truth, teaching discernment, equipping your children to be able to think, to choose, and to thrive in heavy screen culture society. I shared on this show last week, there are children that I know that their parents insisted that they shouldn't be on social media. In fact, these children, some of them don't even have phone. But lo and behold, they are on social media, unknown to their parents. They don't have phone. They don't. But I see them on social media. So it's not about actually taking your children away from screen or, reducing the screen time. It's about letting them know the soul truth, what it means to use social media effectively. That's why I keep saying, I started discussing about digital devices, social media and all that for about 3 or 4 weeks back. All the videos, if you miss any of the live session, they are available on my YouTube channel. Check my YouTube channel and sit down with it and watch it. Social media screen is a big deal now. It's a parenting tool that is parenting our children with us, unknown to us. So we need to be intentional so that our children's mental health and self-worth will not be messed up. So building self-worth from within. Your child doesn't just need less screen time. Your child needs more soul truth. More soul truth. And this is how to build the inner strength. Speak identity daily. Speak identity to your children daily. Again, I want to say, if you are parenting in this era and you don't have your family system installed, you are wrong. You are wrong. Very soon we will roll out our course on family system installation. Please, when the course is on, do yourself. It will literally save your life and save your family. Because if you are able to give your children identity, you have given them everything they need to thrive in life. Yes, I said that. If you are able as a parent to give your children identity, equipping them to know who they are, you have given them almost everything they need to thrive in life, even without you there, without you staying with them. So you need to speak identity daily, and this is what we will teach during that course, family system installation course. We will equip parents on how to create identity for their children. This is the first step to get a child to behave well. And my child is telling lies. My child is doing this. My child is misbehaving. My child is not studying. It is because you have not been able to give your child the identity, who they are. Who they are. Tell your child you are deeply loved, even if no one is watching you. Your value isn't measured by screen. These are the things that you should be telling your children. These are the things that conversations you should be having with your children. That your value, you are valued even beyond the screen. Your value isn't measured by screen. You are loved. Even when nobody is showing that they are liking you. Even when nobody is watching you, you are loved. Telling your children who they are. I've said it many times. Sometimes when our children misbehave, we don't even need to, scold or shout. We just ask, who are you? And once we say that statement, who are you? They know what we mean. Because we have been able to impute in them who they are. See, a child who is not given identity, or a child who has lost his identity, has lost everything. Let me share a story with you. I shared it on my social media, I think on my Facebook and LinkedIn. Time passed. I was walking our children to school. So usually we tell stories to our children. Storytelling is a powerful parenting tool that you can use to get your children to behave well, to manage your children's behavior. So I was telling them story. It just came to my mind, and I was telling them story. How I used to steal from my mother's purse. As soon as I started, I said, when I was young, I do steal money from my mommy's purse. Our daughter said, oh, we used to steal money from your purse too. Wow. I was shocked. I said, you steal money from my purse? She said yes. I was a little bit disappointed because I was wondering how, why, for what. They don't actually buy things on their own. What do they use the money for? I asked our son, is that true? He confirmed, yes. Okay, I said, I like to hear. How? There is this ice cream seller, local ice cream seller that normally comes to our house on Sunday. So each time the ice cream seller comes around, they want to buy. But it's a local ice cream seller, and we don't like to get that ice cream. So we constantly tell them, you don't need this ice cream. Your daddy will buy a bowl of ice cream for you. Healthy one. Usually on Sunday, after service, after having a lunch, we normally have siesta. So everyone is expected to go to their bedroom to rest, preparing our body for the coming week. So while we are sleeping, these children will sneak into my purse and steal my money to go and buy ice cream. And they have been doing this weeks upon weeks, unknown to us. So they narrated how they normally do this operation. And I was like, wow. I then asked them, but you know that you shouldn't steal. And together they said something so profound. They said, Mommy, yes, but that time we didn't know who we are. But now that we know who we are, we cannot steal again. That's very profound. That time that they were stealing, that incident has happened maybe over a year or 2 years ago. They have not been able to internalize the identity we are giving to them. But now, they now understand who they are. And they said, Mommy, yes. But then we didn't know who we are. Now that we know who we are, we cannot steal. That is a child who knows his or her identity. If you ask our children, what is your name? They are probably not going to stop at, my name is. No. There is a way, there is a customized way that they introduce themselves. Identity. You need to speak identity to your children daily. I have said this on this show. You need to run your family like a business. If you are not running your family as a business, so many things will go wrong. You know why? Business don't thrive on emotions. Business don't thrive on feelings. Businesses thrive on structures, on principles, on systems. So until you are able to put those things in place for your family, that is when your family can thrive. So you need to speak identity daily into your children. Let them know who they are. You are a royal priesthood. You are a royalty. You are an ambassador depending on your family vision, on your family goal. Speak identity into your children. Let them know who they are. When you are able to give them that identity, even when you are not around with them, it will guide their behavior. It will help them to make better choices because they already internalize who they are. Number 2, teach media literacy. Teach media literacy. Teach your children media literacy. Don't leave your children to figure it out. Teach them and teach them early. Teach them early. Start teaching them early. Our 5-year-old son knows that he is not permitted to be on social media until he's over 18 years. He's aware now. He knows. So it's not until we are not waiting until they get to 18 years, then we'll now start the battle and you shouldn't be on social media now, or you shouldn't be doing this on social media. They already know what they should be doing on social media and what they should not do on social media, what they should post, what they should share. We are already imputing in them people that they need to follow on social media, people that they don't have business relating with on social media. It is not everyone that is on social media that you follow. You are not to be seen everywhere, on every group, commenting, talking, doing this. No. You follow people that you have the same vision, the same values with. Not just anybody. We're already teaching them now. So that when they grow up, when they are ready to be on social media, they will know what to do. They know they are not permitted to share certain pictures on social media. No, they know. So you need to teach your children media literacy. Help your child to understand curated content and real life. Even this afternoon, when we came back from church, my husband was telling the children that it's not everything you watch on film that are real. It's not everything. He was illustrating with them, telling them that if you see someone shooting in a film, it's not real. It's not real. So don't say because you watch this on film or somewhere you want to try that. If you try it, you will end up killing someone. So you need to teach. That's teaching media literacy. Teaching your children that there is difference between content, curated content, and real life. They are two different things. And children need to understand it. Teach them to recognize manipulations in filters and art-driven content. Teach them. It is important. It is important. They need to be able to recognize, to identify that, no, this is manipulation. This is not real. This can't be real. This is filtered. Number 3, model self-worth. I keep saying it, and I will continue to say it. In parenting, modeling is huge. If you are able to model what you want to see in your child as a parent, 80 to 90% of your job is done. And that is it. You can try it. Just try it for 3 to 6 months. You want your children to be reading. Let them see you read. Most times when parents complain, my child doesn't like reading, my child doesn't like study, I force my children to do their own fun. That has never happened here. No. Our daughter started waking up in the midnight to read on her own at age 5. At age 5. Why? Because we model that. Anything you want to see in your child, just model it. By default, your child will pick up that attitude. So you need to model self-worth. Do you often compare yourself to, or you see it and say, see that my friend, the jewelry she wore on the picture I saw on Facebook. And I like it, oh, but I don't have it. I need to get it. Do you see that my friend's shoe? Do you see that my friend's handbag that I saw on TikTok? Oh, I need to get it. Is that what you do? If that's what you do, that is what your child will follow. Speak kindly about yourself. Let your child see you unplug, rest, and affirm your own values. Let them see you away from social media, away from screen. Let your children see you affirming your own values. Number 4, celebrate process, not just performance. Celebrate process, not just performance. Praise your child for character, for growth, for kindness, not just achievements or image. See, you are your child's first audience. If you don't clap for your child, who will clap for him or her? Who? You should celebrate your children first. Children who are celebrated at home, who are validated at home, really seek for validation elsewhere. They really seek validation in a wrong place. So validate your children, celebrate good character, celebrate growth. Even if you didn't get the desired results, still celebrate the process. At least your child shows up. Celebrate that. A grounded child can scroll through lies and still live in the truth. Yes, a grounded can stroll, can see things, can be exposed to distraction and still live in truth. The question is, how are you ensuring that your children are grounded? How? We need to ask ourselves these questions. Now, what are the practical tools for you parents? What are the practical tools that you need to equip your children to build their self-worth, to equip them to navigate screen and social media successfully without being wounded? Most children have been wounded by social media. I can tell you this for free. I can tell you for free. I work with teenagers, and I can tell you what social media has done to them. Social media has messed up some children's life. Yes, social media has messed up most children. That's why I keep saying, if your child is less than 18 years, your child has no business on social media. Before you expose your children to social media, ensure that you equip your children. Whenever I have public speaking engagements about digital devices, around digital native, one question that I normally ask the parents is this: who among you here would buy a brand new car and hand over the key to your teenage child because you are happy, and you will tell that child, drive on an express road? Who will do that? Of course, no one will say yes, and I'm sure that no one will do that, because doing that means you are pushing that child to death trap. Taking a teenager to drive on on an express road without prior, learning. You have not taken that child to driving school. You as a parent, you have not taught that child about driving. The child does not even know how to, handle the steering. The child doesn't even know where the clutch is, where the brake is, where the handbrake is, and all that. Who would do that to his or her own child? No one, I am sure. But when it comes to digital devices, what most parents do is just as similar as what I have narrated. You buy your child Android phone, you load it with data, and you give it to your child without prior teaching, without equipping that child with social media skills, without first building your child's soul. Your child's self-worth is as good as pushing your child, giving a car key to your child who has never learned about driving, and allowing that child to go and drive on an express road. That is what most of us do. And that is why we have ignorantly messed up our children. If you wouldn't give the car key to your child who hasn't learned driving, you shouldn't give a device to your child who you have not trained how to use social media. You shouldn't. So what are the skills? Let's talk about practical tools for you, the parents. Number one, affirmation rituals. Affirmation rituals. Start your day, end your day with affirming words. You are enough. I am enough. I am not my likes. I am loved. Let your children know their worth right from your home. Like I said earlier, if you don't teach your children where their true worth comes from, the world will sell a lie to them and they will buy it, because you have failed. You, the parent, have failed to teach your children where their self-worth comes from. If you fail to teach your children where their self-worth comes from, the world will sell them a lie. And trust me, the world is not nice. The world will not do that in your favor. Not at all. Affirm your children. Let them know that they are not their likes, that they are important even more than their likes. I see a lot of nonsense posts on social media that gets attractions, that gets likes, comments, and all that. And when we make posts that will save people's life, we get less engagement, but we are not bothered. Yes, because we know that our worth is not the likes and the comments. Your children need to know this even before they get into social media. Affirm them. Tell them you are enough. You are loved. Even if no one likes you on social media, know that you are loved. I love you. We love you. Your family love you. Do that frequently. Number two, digital detox days. Digital detox day. I think 3 weeks ago, I talked about digital Sabbath. Yes, I think 3 or 4 weeks ago, I talked about digital Sabbath. Set regular times when the family takes a break from devices and reconnect in real life. When your children, when parents complain that my children are glued to screen, someone even said to me that my son would say, please allow me to use the screen anyhow. The world is the digital world and all that. And what I've discovered about this is that if you don't create life outside screen, you cannot get your children away from the screen. So you need to intentionally create time, set regular times. Part of our digital master plan in my home is that when we are having dinner, when we are having meal, family meal together, no screen. Even TVs are off. Yes, TVs are off. No phone. No laptop on, nothing. We are relating as a family. That is real life, relationship. And sometimes when we, the parents, I work online, most times I'm on phone, I'm on laptop, or their dad is on phone. If we lose it and we are using our phone. If we have our children, mommy, we are having meal time, no screen during meal. Daddy, can you please drop your phone? We are having meal time. That's part of our family digital detoxification. Yes, when we are having our connection moments at night, every night we have connection moments. We sit together as family, we talk, we gist, we read to our children. When we are having that moment, no screen. I've said it before, the times that our TVs are off are even more than the times they are on. It is important to let children have human relationship, have regular time, play games, gist together, take a walk together as a family. Yesterday night, for almost 2 hours, we were playing Ludo at home. We are teaching our children, the ones that they don't, that doesn't know how to play it. When you create time outside social media, outside digital devices, you are equipping your children. You are building their self-worth. You are letting them know that your life does not end on social media. Your life is not determined, your worth is not determined by what happens on social media. So you need to set regular times. In the family digital master plan guide that I created, there's a session to help you do that. You can decide to have digital Sabbath. It could be on Sunday, it could be on Saturday, any time that works for you. Just ensure that you have a time set aside, taking breaks from devices and reconnecting in real life, relating, having relationship with each other. Purposeful follow list, that's number 3. I'm giving you tools that you need to build your child's inner strength, to equip your child to be able to use social media screen respectfully. Purposeful follow list. Purposeful follow list. Encourage your child to follow content that educates. The first class that I had on digital devices, I talked about the 3 tech bucket rule. If you missed that session, please go and watch it on my YouTube channel. It will help you. I categorized the use of digital devices into 3, and that's what we use in our home. The first one is for educative purposes. You are using apps for learning, mathematical apps, word puzzles, using digital devices for educational purposes. That's the first rule. Second rule is recreational purposes. Watching family movies together, listening to music, recreation as a family. And the third one is relational purposes, relating to people, having a family WhatsApp group, calling people. That's the third uses that we use social media for in our home. And I call it 3 tech bucket rule. So any use that is not in this bracket, not in this bucket, we are not permitted to use our screen, our digital devices for such. So you might need to inculcate that also for your family. So this is purposeful usage of social media. You need to create purposeful follow lists. Who are the people that your children should follow on social media? Who are the people? Is it what is this guy? Zazu? Is that who your child is following on social media? The coloring of hair, blue, purple, pink, white, and that. Who are your children following? Who are they commenting? Who are they relating with on social media? You need to create purposeful follow lists. Who they should follow, which content they should interact with, which video they need to click, and those ones that they don't need to click on. You need to teach your children. You need to encourage them to follow content that educates them, that inspires them, and that aligns with their values. Like I said, if you don't run your family as a business, a lot will be wrong. You're not going to have your family values. If you don't have your family values, it means that your family stands for nothing and your family will fall for anything. If your family don't have if you don't have family values well communicated to every member of your family, what that means is that your family stands for nothing. In other words, they will fall for anything. At least twice a week, we talk about our family. If not 3 or 4 times. We talk about our family values almost every day. Even our little baby knows that has not even understood what it means. But he knows when we ask what's our family value, he will say it. He will say it. It's pasted on the wall every day. Everybody sees it. This is our family value. This is what we stand for. This is what we are expected to do. This is what we are not expected to do. This is who we are as a family. So when you are able to instill your own family values, then you encourage your children to follow people that you share the same values with, not just anybody. Number 4, open conversations. Create a judgment-free space where your child can talk about their online experiences without the fear of punishment or judgment. Be open enough. Have open conversation with your children. Let them be able to walk up to you and say, Mommy, this is how I'm feeling. This is how I'm feeling. Don't let your home be a judgment arena. No. Your home should be filled with love and warmth, where children can express themselves without the fear of judgment. You need to be conscious to create such an environment. Open conversations. Talk about feelings. Talk about feelings every time. How are you feeling? It seems you are feeling sad. It seems you are feeling unhappy. Talk about it. This will create, open conversation mechanism for your family. All right. So, parents, I want to tell you that social media isn't going away. And let me also add this. Social media is not the problem. Not at all. It is our own preparedness that makes it become a problem. Social media is not the problem. Digital devices are not the problem. They are made to make our, existence easier. You're probably watching me now because you have access to social media. Yes. And I'm sure you are learning something. So these are the reasons why social media platforms were created. But because we weren't ready, we were not prepared. That is what makes social media to have more adverse effects, more than the positive effect that it's supposed to have. So social media is not the problem, and social media is not going away. Social media has come, and it has come to stay. But your voice can still rise above that noise. Parents, your voice can rise above that noise. Not about shouting, not about screaming, not about taking your children, threatening them away, screaming, excuse me, or social devices. It's about equipping them with the skills that they need to thrive on social media. Let your child hear this clearly. You are more than enough. You are more than enough. You are more than enough. Who you are is already valuable. You are valuable. Even before the likes, before the comments, before the filter, before the audience. These are the things that your children need to hear from time to time. And you are the only one. You, the parents, you are the only one to teach them this, to instill this into them, to build their inner strength. No one will do it for you. No teacher will do it for you. No subject will do it for you. No. Your intentionality, your desire to be intentional, to raise well-balanced children, to raise tech-wise children, not social media-wise children. There are differences between tech-wise children and social media children. They are two different things. So it is your intentionality to raise tech-wise children that will make the difference. So tell your child, let your child know you are good enough, you are valuable enough, even before the social media. You are greater than social media. What is inside of you is much more bigger than social media. It's much more bigger than the likes and the comments and all that. Most times when I comment or when I make posts on social media, I get maybe 5 likes, 10 likes, maybe 30. But people contact me. Oh, I'm learning from you. Oh, I do this. Oh, can I have a session with you? Oh, I'm struggling with my children on so habits. How can you help me? That means that I am more than the likes and the comments. So our children also need to understand this. This needs to sit with them. So that when they are not exposed to social media, even when you are not there, because definitely you are not going to be there with them always. When you are there with them, when you are not there with them, they will be able to make informed decisions. They will be able to make better choices, even without you. So this week, take your time to ask your children about their social media world. That is if your children are already on social media. Take your time, have a conversation with them. How about your social media life, social media world? What is going on? I like to know. Ask your children. Share your own struggles with comparison. If you have struggled with comparison, share with your children. Like I said earlier, storytelling is a powerful tool in parenting. Storytelling, telling our children how we have struggled, how we overcome our struggle. It shows vulnerability. And when children see that you, the parents, you are vulnerable, you are helping them. You are fostering a trustworthy environment for them. Oh, so mommy has done this before. Oh, and he overcame it. So I too, I can overcome this if they are struggling with anything. Remember how I told you that our daughter confessed that they have also been stealing from my purse because I shared my own story with them. If I didn't share that story, if I've asked them, have you stolen from my purse before? They won't say, oh, mommy, we have stolen from your purse. They're not likely to say that. Storytelling is powerful. It's a powerful parenting tool. If you have not been using storytelling for your children, please, it's time to start. And this is part of what we are going to teach at the play therapy course for parents. The course will soon be rolled out. Please join that course. It will really help you and it will shape your parenting journey. So take time this week to ask your children about their social media world. Share your own struggle with comparison. Speak words that build identity. Identity formation. Because in a world of curated images, be your child's source of unfiltered truth. In a world that is full of curated images, filtered images, be your child's source of unfiltered truth. Now, ChatGPT is doing something. When you upload your picture, ChatGPT will give you a professional look, studio look. It will polish your skin. In fact, it will change your dress. You look really nice. even more than your own natural look. That is, I'm not saying that is bad. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you need to be your child's source of unfiltered truth. Unfiltered truth. Unfiltered truth. The truth that can set your child free. The truth that can give your child opportunity to thrive in a healthy screen culture. Thank you all for joining me. Please, if you haven't shared the link to this live session to parents or your contacts, please do so. You know why I keep saying this? Your child is not safe until every other child is safe. Let me say this again. Your child is not safe until every other child is safe. What you are learning, people that are parenting with you, your neighbors, where your children used to go and play, your children's teacher, your colleagues in the office, they also need to learn, because they are all parenting with you, directly or indirectly. So if you are learning and people that are co-parenting with you are not learning, they can undo what you are doing. See, the environment is usually bigger than the system that we put in place if we are not intentional enough. So share this link to this live session to friends, parents, or your contacts. Let us learn and grow together. Every Sunday by 2 p.m., join me here. Every session is loaded. And like I've always said, what I'm teaching, if you are intentional enough to implement them, your parenting journey will receive a turnaround. That is the truth. That is the truth. So thank you for joining me today. Adeton Omuti, thank you for joining me to the end of this session. I see you. I recognize you. See you again, same time, next week Sunday. Until next time, keep parenting with intention.